should film compose? Number one, if you have the financial resources to be able to not have to work a regular full-time job for 8+ hours a day, which will allow you to be able to do your music throughout the day, but still have the resources to be able to take care of yourself and provide for your family, then you're a person who can consider film scoring for a living. First, let's get that out the way. So financial resources. And that is because the time that it's going to take to professionally create music for films and or television is the equivalent of working a full-time job. Anywhere from, depending on the size of the project, we not talking shorts here. We talking full-length features, or even say maybe 35 to 60-minute shorts. So we're talking anywhere from 8 to 10 hours a day, easy. And so if you think you're going to be able to work a full-time job all during the morning and the afternoon, and then come home in the evening and write music for 8 hours, you got another thing coming. So that's number one, financial resources. You have to be able to provide for yourself by not working a job. So you have to already have the money, already have your bills paid, already have a way, a means, an income source that doesn't involve you having to work for somebody else, because you're going to need that time in your studio to create. So that's number one. Number two, family lifestyle. If you're single, number one, single, no children, the probability of you being able to create more is going to be very high versus someone who has a family. So it bodes well for you if you're single and you want to get into film scoring, and not just film scoring, but the music industry, period. It's going to be like that. Now let's say you're single but you have a girlfriend. That's still doable, assuming both of you are adults and your communication is good. That is certainly doable. Even if you have a wife, it's just you and your wife. Technically that's a family, but it doesn't consume as much time as if you had you, your wife, and children. That's a whole nother animal. So if you're single, or if you just have a wife, then that's still very manageable, time-wise that is. But if you're married with children, especially small children, you're going to really have to sit down and take that in consideration if you want to be a film composer. Because let's assume you do have to work. You're going to put in your 8 hours at work. When you get home, you got to put in your family time, especially with the kids, with the children. They could care less that you got stuff to do in your studio. By the time you get finished dealing with the kids, you still have a wife. You got to, kiss and hug and pamper too and all of that stuff. And by the time you get finished with that, it's 9, 10 o'clock. When you gonna write music? All through the night? Okay, fine. You got to get up at 6, right? To go to work for the people you don't want to work for, because you'd rather be home doing music. If you have a family with small children, you're going to have to, figure out a way to work that out. But it's going to be very, very, very difficult. And again, everything I speak on, I'm speaking from either first-hand experience or associated with in some kind of way. Everything I talk about, I've either done, should have done, wanted to do, wasn't able to do. Those 4 all wrapped up in one. So at any rate, number one, you have to have the financial resources. You should not have to work a full-time job. You should have the funds to take care of yourself by not having to work a full-time job. 2, you have to evaluate your family situation. It's going to be difficult if you have children. And 3, talent. You have to have some level of talent if you want to do film composing. Musicianship, you can go to school for music theory and things of that nature, but you need to at the very least know how to write some sort of music, either by just playing it by ear or whatever. You don't necessarily have to know how to read music, but it helps a lot. Depending on what level of film composing you want to get to, that will tell you how much you need to know. Anybody can take out a piano or a keyboard and start playing stuff and record it and put it up next to a picture and say, this works. That doesn't work. But you're going to need to know how to tweak it and fix it so that it can work, so that the musicians, if you're writing for live musicians, are able to put their best on it so you can get the best performance. You're going to need to know how to make the changes if it's not right. Just all the nooks and crannies. So there's a level of knowledge and education that you will need to have. But to start off, you just have to have some talent and equipment. Equipment I'll go over in another video, but just for the purposes of this video, who should enter into film scoring? Have to have finances, financial resources. You have to evaluate your family life. And 3, you have to have some talent and some equipment. Otherwise, what are you working on? Even if it's just you and a piano and a sketchboard and a notepad. In this day and age, you need a computer. So you're going to have to do most of your writing inside a DAW, whether it be Logic. I use Logic Pro 10 or Pro Tools or Cubase or whatever else is out there. You're going to need a computer, a powerful computer at that. So that's where the bulk of your money is going to go to. But again, I'll cover that in another video. So I hope this information has helped you. I hope it will help you on your future endeavors in film scoring or becoming a film composer or in music in general. And I'm going to be dropping a few more videos. I'm going to try to make them roughly around 5 minutes or so, give or take a few minutes. I'm going to cover a range of topics from equipment to frustration to how to get paid or getting paid, just a variety of topics, all having to do with film scoring, film composing, film music, television music, all of that. So I hope this information has helped you and will help you in your future endeavors in film scoring or becoming a film composer. Stay tuned. If you want to be informed on when I drop more videos, just subscribe and you'll get notifications on when those videos will be available. Until then, keep creating, and I'll get back to you soon. Peace.